No, y'all. Okay, so here's the thing. Heaven and I wanted to go live with you all tonight, and we are going to do it from her page, but something is happening.
If you thought the drama on Married to Medicine couldn't get any messier, think again. Because what started as a friendship filled with laughs, support, and years of shared experiences has now exploded into one of the most talked about feuds in the show's history. And at the center of it all, Dr. Heavenly Kime and Quad Webb. Now, reality TV fans are no strangers to arguments. We've seen friendships fall apart, alliances shift overnight, and cast members throw shade so sharp it could cut through steel. But this situation feels different. This isn't just about a disagreement over dinner or a misunderstanding during a group trip. This is about trust. It's about loyalty. And according to Dr. Heavenly, it's about secrets that have been hidden for far too long. What makes this fallout even more shocking is that these two women weren't enemies.
Was you upset because what? The internet? Because the people had... Because you saw some stuff on the Twitter. That's why you was mad with Simone. I'm trying to figure it out.
You're just jumping right into...
In fact, for years, they appeared to have each other's backs. They laughed together, defended each other, and navigated the chaos of reality television side by side. So how did things go so wrong? And more importantly, what exactly did Dr. Heavenly expose that sent shockwaves through the cast and left fans divided? Because once the cameras started rolling, nobody could have predicted how ugly things were about to get. To understand why this feud exploded the way it did, we have to go back and look at the complicated history between Heavenly and Quad. For years, Quad Webb stood out as one of the most recognizable faces on Married to Medicine. She was charismatic, outspoken, entertaining, and never afraid to speak her mind. Whether viewers loved her or criticized her, one thing was undeniable. She knew how to command attention.
Be clear here, Petty King, before we go down this road, and I know you probably real cool with Quad. Let's get it straight, right? Quad and us were on the outs. No, I'm saying, no. Before you put this narrative out there, Quad and I were on the outs. Yes, it was wrong to leave our friend. Quad left us. And she made a comment saying that she had no emotional connection with anybody there except for maybe Simone, and that's why Simone used those words.
At the same time, Dr. Heavenly built her reputation as the cast member who would say exactly what everyone else was thinking. Heavenly rarely filtered herself. Sometimes that honesty got her into trouble, but it also made her one of the most memorable personalities on the show. Over the years, their friendship experienced ups and downs like most reality TV relationships. There were disagreements, there were awkward moments, there were times when they didn't see eye to eye. But despite those challenges, they always seemed to find their way back to each other. At least that's what viewers thought. Behind the scenes, however, cracks may have been forming long before fans realized it. As the show evolved, Quad's role within the group became increasingly complicated. Some cast members questioned her level of involvement. Others wondered whether she was still genuinely connected to the group dynamic.
And that's when she get all the smoke. You don't do that, girl. Who do you think you is to walk up to me? Who do you think your mama is to walk up to me? That's where the disrespect come in. Then when I come in, I'm a bully. I did all this. No, you come for that smoke and you can get it, but you can't handle it. And your man act like he don't see shit until it's him. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm going to let it go. Bring it back. Don't come in there talking to my man. Because this...
Meanwhile, rumors began circulating that not everyone was happy with Quad's position on the show. At first, those rumors remained exactly that, rumors. But then, Dr. Heavenly started talking. And once she did, there was no putting the toothpaste back in the tube. The moment that changed everything came when Heavenly publicly discussed a meeting that allegedly took place behind closed doors. According to Heavenly, conversations had been happening regarding Quad's future on the show. What made the situation even more controversial was Heavenly's claim that she had been intentionally left out of those discussions. Why? Because some people allegedly believed she would immediately tell Quad what was being said. Think about that for a second. If true, it suggested two things. First, there were serious concerns about Quad's standing within the cast.
Than you have on Earth. And that's what the clapback was. It was just a clapback. To me, I think that's equal. Maybe I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? But then she started spreading lies about my husband, saying I told her that he would cheat, all of this, that, and the other. She went rampant on Twitter. I kept seeing her. She kept saying I wasn't respected in the community. She would say all kind of shit. One day I woke up, she had some shit on Twitter. You know, I can't see at night.
Second, producers and cast members supposedly viewed Heavenly as someone fiercely loyal to her friend. But here's the twist. Instead of quietly protecting Quad behind the scenes, Heavenly eventually brought parts of the situation into the public spotlight, and that's when everything exploded. Once fans learned about these alleged conversations, social media lit up. Questions started flying everywhere. Who wanted Quad gone? Why were these meetings happening? How long had this been going on? And perhaps the biggest question of all, had Quad known any of this was happening? The uncertainty created a perfect storm. Suddenly, every interview, every podcast appearance, and every social media post became evidence in a growing courtroom of public opinion. But Heavenly wasn't finished. As tensions continued rising, she began sharing deeper frustrations regarding her friendship with Quad.
I don't know the edit. I just know what I saw.
Let me say this. Simone really didn't want me to leave.
No.
She said it, and I know y'all seen it, but she did not want me to leave. She said that a million times, but see, I'm the type that I'm not going to be anywhere I'm not wanted. If I am not wanted, I will not be present. She told me even the other day, why did you leave? You shouldn't have left. But you asked me to. What I was going to do, run around, running up on people's heels, running up behind them like a wet puppy? That's not how I move. I'm a big dog.
According to Heavenly, she felt used. She suggested that Quad only reached out when she needed something. She implied that their friendship wasn't as balanced or genuine as she once believed. For fans who had watched their relationship for years, those comments landed hard. This wasn't random shade being thrown during a heated argument. These were personal accusations coming from someone who had once considered Quad a true friend. And Quad was not about to sit quietly while her character was questioned. Almost immediately, she pushed back. She defended herself publicly and made it clear that she disagreed with Heavenly's version of events. From Quad's perspective, Heavenly's comments crossed a line. She felt betrayed, she felt blindsided, and perhaps most importantly, she felt private matters were being turned into public entertainment. The emotional temperature kept rising. Every response seemed to create another response. Every explanation led to another accusation, and with each passing day, the possibility of reconciliation appeared more distant. What nobody expected was how quickly the fallout would spread beyond just Heavenly and Quad. Other cast members found themselves pulled into the drama. Friends were forced to choose sides. Conversations became tense. Group events became uncomfortable. Even moments that had nothing to do with the original conflict somehow found their way back to the feud. That's often the hidden cost of reality TV drama. A disagreement between two people rarely stays between two people. Instead, it spreads through an entire social circle like a ripple moving across water. Before long, everyone is affected. Reports began emerging that the atmosphere behind the scenes had changed dramatically. Cast interactions reportedly became more awkward, conversations were more guarded, trust became harder to find, and every gathering carried the possibility of another confrontation. For viewers watching from home, the drama was fascinating, but for the people living it, the situation was becoming emotionally exhausting. The hardest part may have been the fact that both women genuinely seemed hurt. When fans watch reality television, it's easy to assume that every argument is manufactured for ratings, but some wounds are difficult to fake. The disappointment in their voices, the frustration, the anger, the sadness, all of it suggested that something deeper was happening beneath the surface. This wasn't simply about a television show. This was about friendship, or at least the loss of one. As the season progressed, fans found themselves divided. Some believed Heavenly was exposing uncomfortable truths that needed to be addressed. They admired her willingness to speak openly, even when the conversation became messy. To them, Heavenly was simply being honest. Others felt completely differently. They believed Quad was being unfairly targeted. They argued that Heavenly should have handled her concerns privately instead of discussing them publicly. In their eyes, loyalty meant protecting your friends, not exposing them. And honestly, both sides made compelling arguments. That's why the situation became so polarizing. There was no obvious hero, there was no obvious villain. Instead, there were two women telling very different versions of the same story, and viewers were left trying to decide who they believed. As if the situation wasn't complicated enough already, moments of attempted peace occasionally appeared. At various points, there seemed to be opportunities for healing. Conversations happened, apologies were discussed, reflection took place. But every time progress seemed possible, another issue surfaced, another misunderstanding appeared, another hurt feeling reopened old wounds. It's difficult to rebuild trust once it's been broken publicly. When millions of viewers are watching, every word carries extra weight, every mistake becomes permanent, every disagreement lives forever online. And that pressure can make reconciliation feel almost impossible. The emotional impact of this feud has been impossible to ignore. For Heavenly, the conflict appeared to challenge her understanding of friendship and loyalty. She seemed genuinely frustrated by what she viewed as dishonesty and imbalance within the relationship. At times, her anger felt less like rage and more like disappointment, and disappointment often hurts more. For Quad, the situation appeared equally painful. Imagine watching someone you once considered a friend publicly question your intentions and motives. Imagine seeing your character debated across social media platforms by thousands of strangers. That kind of scrutiny can be exhausting. It can affect confidence, it can affect relationships, and it can create emotional stress that follows you long after the cameras stop recording.
The feud also impacted the larger Married to Medicine family. Relationships became strained, group chemistry changed. Moments that should have been fun were overshadowed by unresolved tension. Fans felt it, cast members felt it. Everyone involved felt the weight of the conflict. And perhaps that's what makes this story so compelling. Beneath the reality TV headlines and social media debates are real people dealing with real emotions. Hurt feelings aren't less painful simply because cameras are present. Betrayal doesn't sting less because it's happening on television. If anything, the public nature of the situation makes everything harder. As we look at where things stand today, one question continues to linger. Can Heavenly and Quad ever truly repair what has been broken? The answer isn't simple. Some friendships survive conflict, others don't. Sometimes people find their way back to each other after years of hurt and misunderstanding. Other times, they realize they have simply grown apart. What makes this situation fascinating is that both possibilities still feel real. There is clearly pain, there is clearly resentment, but there is also history. Years of history, years of memories, years of shared experiences. And sometimes those connections are difficult to completely erase. Whether viewers support Heavenly or stand firmly behind Quad, one thing is impossible to deny. This feud has become one of the defining storylines in Married to Medicine history. It has exposed questions about friendship, loyalty, trust, and the challenges of maintaining relationships under constant public scrutiny. And even now, fans continue debating who was right, who was wrong, and whether the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Perhaps that's what makes this story so compelling.
Life isn't always divided into heroes and villains. Sometimes two people can both feel hurt. Sometimes two people can both believe they're telling the truth. And sometimes the messiest conflicts are the ones where nobody walks away completely innocent. As this story continues to unfold, viewers will undoubtedly keep watching, analyzing every conversation and every interaction for clues about what comes next. Will there be forgiveness? Will there be another explosive confrontation? Or will the distance between them continue to grow? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. The fallout from Dr. Heavenly exposing Quad on camera has left a mark that won't be forgotten anytime soon. And if reality television has taught us anything, it's that when friendships crack under pressure, the aftershocks can last far longer than anyone expects.